Hey everyone, Coach Dave here. Welcome back to another Thursday Learn Day. Today we're going to be going over some sit-ups. It seems like a pretty common move that a lot of us do and don't have to scale. However, there is a couple nuances to it that I want to kind of address with you, and mainly keeping the spine and the core engaged. So I'm going to demo that and we'll kind of talk through it. Okay, so two of the things that we see with common mistakes on the sit-up is loss of the core and then rounding of the back. So in most movements, we want to make sure that we limit the rounding of the back as little as possible. So we want to keep an upright spine. So when we come through at the top, we want to try to stay as tall as possible. So you can see in my alignment here, everything's stacked properly. I'm not compromising my form and my spine. Typically in a WOD, when we're doing multiple, we try to reach as far forward. And you can see I've lost my core engagement, meaning I'm not bracing, and now I'm rounding my spine. So that repetitive motion where I'm rounding is actually really bad for you, and that's when we start having low back pain. We can have other issues as well. So we want to try to keep the core engaged, and when I come up, I think about having that nice tall spine, and I keep it engaged and squeeze and pin my low belly into the mat or the floor. As I come up, I'm going to stand tall, reach as far forward, no rounding in the back. And that allows me to keep this engaged the whole time throughout those sit-ups. So again, we want to avoid this, reaching forward and rounding. That puts pressure down here on my lower back, which can pinch some of the discs in the low back, especially if I have this constant motion here. You can see how that would be bad. Again, keeping that back nice and flat, core engaged, pressing into my low back into the mat or the floor. I'm going to come all the way up and sit tall, keeping the back tall.